Hello. Today I thought we would do something fun. Normally we just do a classic activewear review on this channel, but today we are doing something, oh hey Peach. But today we're doing a little arts and crafts. Alright Peach, go to your little bit. There you go. So I asked you guys on my story probably a week ago by the time I post this, what I am doing with a bunch of white leggings. Today we're going to be tie-dyeing our white leggings. This seems to be a huge trend right now. Not just tie-dyeing activewear, but like people are tie-dyeing sweatsuits and everything. So maybe I'll do that after I tie-dye these because I bought a giant thing of tie-dye because it's the only one that would come on Amazon in time. My main inspos for this was Susie KB. She tie-dyed her white Lululemon lines, and Chloe Gottschalk. She also tie-dyed what looked like her Lululemon lines, but she didn't say which leggings they were. Side note, one of the reasons I made a fitness account was to post my activewear and always make sure to post what exactly I was wearing in the description because people would always wear cute leggings and then I'd go to the bottom of the post and no one would tell me what they're wearing. So you're welcome for always doing that. But I got a bunch of pairs of white leggings on Amazon. I got some really cheap ones, kind of for like a test out piece, you know? And then I got some less cheap ones, but they're still all under $30. So I guess they're really all cheap. My intention was to start out with some cheaper leggings and then tie-dye a pair of white Lululemon lines. The white Lululemon lines are all sold out. Also, it's kind of a sign because they're very expensive and, you know, your girl doesn't want to drop that much money. So here's my tie-dye kit. I got it on Amazon. I'll link everything down below. It is the Tulip one-step tie-dye kit. Before we get too far into this video, this isn't a how to tie-dye your leggings tutorial. I am not experienced at tie-dye. I have not tie-dyed since probably I was like 10 and I was in like summer camp and the counselors did most of it for me. But I figured it can't be too hard, right? This is clearly aimed at children, so today we're channeling our inner toddlers. But I'm going to take you along my tie-dyeing my white leggings journey. Maybe we'll learn some things along the way. I kind of had the question of like, can you only tie-dye certain fabrics? Because I feel like it works best on cotton, and these leggings certainly aren't like all cotton, or I don't know if they have any cotton at all. So we'll see if it works. I'm going to read the instructions and maybe watch a little video on tie-dyeing first, because I bet that will be helpful considering I'm not an experienced tie-dyer. So I got these white seamless leggings, which I personally think might be the cutest. These are from Nikki Bicky on Amazon. They're one size and they're probably not going to be very squat proof, but they're white leggings, so wear at your own discretion. I also got a pair of the 90-degree leggings. I've tried these in the past. They're a pretty solid legging. They might be a crop. I don't know if I'm going to tie-dye every single pair because I got 4 leggings. I think maybe 2 to 3 depending on how they turn out. I'm going to tie-dye until I get a good pair though. We have these super cheap, quite awful looking leggings to be quite honest, but they look very cottony. They're polyester. I don't know what cotton feels like, I guess, guys. But these look like they have zero structure, zero shape. They have a top seam. They look very sheer. Maybe these will be my starting out pair. These might have been like the $15 ones I got. And then I got a pair of CRZ Yogas. I believe these are the Naked Feel leggings. But we're gonna experiment with which fabric is the best for tie-dye because I feel like a more soft plush fabric is better than something like this, which seems like a performance kind of material. I kind of didn't know it was gonna come with a lot of stuff, but it comes with little rubber bands, which I did not plan ahead and get those, so thank you, tie-dye kit. And I think it also might come with some gloves. I don't know if I have gloves, and I don't really want my hands to be stained, so that's also good. And then I got a giant kit, but I was like, you know what, might as well have some fun colors. Maybe this will be my new quarantine activity. All right, we got some instructions. Most vibrant on fibers such as 100% cotton, rayon, and silk. Don't think any of this is any of those things. Okay, so step 1 is to pre-wash fabric. It says pre-wash fabric to remove sizing. Okay, so apparently there are 2 techniques. You can either do a wet technique where you tie-dye it directly from the washer, or you can do a dry technique where you put it in the dryer first. I think I'll probably use the wet technique just because that's what I've heard is more common. Next step, mix the dye. Add water to the dye bottles. So the bottles have like a concentrated little powder at the bottom. So you just add water to the dye. Hopefully it lasts a while so I can use this in the future. Oh yeah, so you fill it all the way to the top. So I have a ton of colors. Apply dye within 72 hours after mixing. So it looks like I'll try to reserve some of these colors to use later. Then we dye the fabric. Apply dye onto fabric. Make sure it has penetrated into the folds. Do not oversaturate. Then you cover it with plastic and keep it damp for 6 to 8 hours. well with water until excess dye is removed. Then you wash on hot with a small load of laundry soap and wash separately for the first few washes. My nightmare is my clothes staining each other, so I will definitely be doing that. I don't want my white clothes to come out all colorful, you know? unless it's like literally these white clothes, you know what I mean. Oh, we have a couple different techniques. We have a bullseye, swirl, ombre, which is exciting. I think I'll do like a crumple situation, except maybe like with different colors. All right, now I'm gonna do a little YouTube research to make sure I know what I'm doing, and then we will start tie-dye. Okay, so I just watched some YouTube videos, and one girl was like super into tie-dye. Like tie-dye was like her whole channel, and she was just doing too many like things on hers, and I just don't want mine to look like, I don't want to like put like hearts on my leggings, you know? So I think I'm just gonna go with the scrunch method. That's what this girl did that I'm watching right now. Her name's Amanda Ensing. She has 1.4 million subscribers, but I've never heard of her, but I like her stuff. Basically, she just kind of scrunched hers. She's doing sweatsuits, like sweatpants and sweatshirts, and based on the photos from Susie KB and Chloe Gotts, I like how theirs is like very tie-dyed, like there's a lot of color and not too many white spaces. I think I'm gonna wash 2 leggings right now and then just kind of wing it, see what happens. This is gonna be a learning experience for us both. I'm really scared that they're just not gonna dye anything at all, and then this will be a total dud video. All right, welcome to my laundry room. I decided we're just gonna go big and try 2 pairs of leggings right now. I'm gonna do the Nikki Bicky seamless ones and then the softer cottony feeling ones that aren't actually cotton. I just figured these would probably be the best because they feel more absorbent than the other ones. So I'm gonna wash them because it said to pre-wash. Just gonna throw them in with a little detergent, and then I'm gonna get set up, and then we're just gonna have a fun tie-dye tie. All right, so I took my makeup off because I didn't feel like wearing it anymore. So the leggings are damp, they've been washed, and now we're gonna start. I got set up. I didn't want to do all the colors because I felt like that's wasteful. So I have like a light pink, a little purpley magenta color, a teal, and a yellow. So I'm gonna figure out how exactly to do this. I think I just filled up. I don't know if it needs to be like a warm or cold water kind of thing. It just says add water. So we're gonna go with room temp. I'm gonna go for the cheap cotton ones first, just to see how it turns out. I keep calling them cotton. I know it's not cotton. Pinto, you're not invited. You're not invited. You're seriously, you cannot be up here. I'm sorry. Sorry. I wanna go. Go find something else to do. All right, so I think this is the best I can do in terms of camera angles. And I honestly don't feel very damp, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm struggling a little bit because the blue dye wasn't mixing very well. So I shook it up a lot, and then like it kind of just started going everywhere. I don't think I got any of my shirt, luckily. I should probably wear like a t-shirt. Maybe I'll go throw one on. The issue with these is that like the powder's at the bottom, and usually you add powder to liquid, not liquid to powder. So it's not like mixing up super well. All right, that looks decent. This is the pink. All right, so now that everything's mixed, I think I'm gonna start doing the little sprinkle crinkle effect. Okay, I saved the ones that I'm kind of going off of. So this is Chloe's. Those look really cute. I like how she like kind of like went to the bottom in kind of like little stripy colors. Susie's are definitely more subtle, but I do like them. So I really have no idea what I'm doing. So we're just gonna do our best. The girl whose video I followed, she kind of just like scrunched it up from the bottom. And I feel like, you know, it doesn't need to be perfect, right? Like it's tie-dye, it's supposed to be kind of imperfect. Pinto, you cannot come up here. All right, so here's what I have scrunched. Okay, the way that I did this, I don't know if I can really do the whole thing that like Chloe did. All right, I'm just gonna start with pink because I like pink. All right, I am just gonna wing it. Maybe I should start with yellow. I have changed my mind. A lot of this involves a little bit of messiness, so good thing they came with this little plastic. All right, we're just gonna like do some yellow. Hopefully it doesn't look like, I really am gonna try to avoid yellow in the crotch region. We don't wanna have like a little pea situation. I'm gonna put like pink around the yellow, trying not to overlap too much. And then we can either go for purple or blue, but I'm gonna go with blue. That's side number 1. Now we do side number 2. That looks pretty good, I guess. I'm kind of hoping the colors turn out more muted. The girl in the video I watched kind of opened it up and like redid some of the like less dyed sections, but I actually feel like this is okay. I think I'm gonna keep this. So I'm gonna get some plastic wrap, wrap her up. Okay, turns out I don't have plastic wrap, but I do have garbage bags. Now for number 2, I'm kind of excited about these. No, I don't know. I kind of want to do that rainbow thing that Chloe did. So I don't know how much I really need to scrunch this, but I'm definitely gonna scrunch it less. A little swirl situation on the butt. This is exactly not what she did, but I'm just gonna work with it. I'm getting blue on the back because it was still on the bottom. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. You know what, as long as it has like a little section of swirl, that is all I'm really looking for. Actually might be really bad, but I don't care. Okay, then the legs, I'm just gonna do a gentle scrunch. I did my best to swirl right here and then some scrunched legs. Why don't we all calm down? I think I'm the wrong size. Not enough room for everybody's egos. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? On and on and on it goes. All right, that is all I'm gonna do for this one. So now I gotta put it in the plastic bag. I really hope these don't turn out too opaque, but that's why we have more leggings to try. And who knows, maybe I'll make a follow-up video tie-dyeing some kind of sweatsuit, because like that seems to be a thing right now. All right, so I am going to leave those there to sit for I guess 6 to 8 hours. I guess I might as well just let them sit overnight and check in the morning. All right, guess we're taking this down for the day. I will check in when they are all ready to go. So I decided to wait overnight because I read online and it was like wait 2 to 24 hours. If you can wait longer, do it. I don't know if that's like true for this specific dye, but so I have my tie-dyes in this little bag. They stayed nice and moist. And I don't know if we have to wear gloves to rinse out the fabric, but I don't really want my hands to be all rainbow today. Okay, somehow the purple got like dots on everything. Maybe that kind of looks cool. I don't really know. Maybe it won't actually be too big of an issue. All right. Oh my gosh. I don't like what happened. I don't really understand why like the blue kind of got on everything. Maybe it actually doesn't look bad. Oh well, I hope it actually doesn't turn out this bright. Okay, so it looks a lot lighter after doing that, and some of those little dots actually came away. So I freaked out too soon, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this actually looks pretty good so far. The colors didn't blend too much. All right, we'll do a final review after I actually like wash it and see how it turns out. But so far, actually not so bad. And now for the second pair, I'm gonna show you like how much dye comes out. So brave and so stupid. Okay, so these ones basically did not hold on to any of the pink or yellow and just kind of turned into different shades of blue, which I'm not mad about, except it's just kind of like peach, just kind of like a random yellow spot up here and a little bit there, but maybe it'll turn out okay. So I guess this one didn't hold on to the color quite as well. These were the cheap ones. All right, and according to the instructions, it said to wash it on a large load. I hope that they don't bleed into each other. If they do, then I will have learned my lesson. I think I just had to rinse, not actually add any detergent. Let me see. Okay, it says a small amount of laundry soap. Check back in a couple hours, I guess. Just took them out of the wash, and yeah, this one's basically just all blue. With minimal other colors, but it's kind of a look, like it's pretty cute. So I'm just gonna lay these to dry. You can dry them, but I don't dry my activewear really. These are the Nicky Bicky seamless ones, and I think they turned out really well. I'm gonna show you a close-up once it's all dry and everything, but honestly, kind of here for it. It took up the color really well, and it's not like too bold. So here they are. These are the seamless ones. The cheap ones kind of just turned all one color, which is blue with like a little bit of color on the top that honestly you can't even see. Seamless ones, I would do this again with the seamless ones because these were like $18, I think. And I could actually do this with like a few different colors. All right, so here's how they turned out. Pinto, I would like you to please excuse yourself for the moment. Here you go. In terms of color absorbance, the seamless Nicky Bicky ones did a really good job. I'm honestly tempted to get another pair and tie-dye them in a different way, but for now, I'm gonna try these on in a minute. And the ones I thought would absorb the color the most actually did not do a very good job. They don't look bad per se, but they basically lost all color except for any hint of blue. And when I applied the blue, it was actually really dark. So I'm gonna try these on, show you. I actually haven't tried any of these on at all yet, so guess we'll see. All right, so here are the seamless leggings, and I had actually not tried them on, but they're a one size fit, and they're actually super, super stretchy, even with the dye in them. I usually wear a size small, and I'd say that these fit. The waistband is nice, it has a little compression. I'd say these overall aren't like super compressive leggings or anything, but this isn't a legging review, we're talking about the tie-dye. I think maybe next time I'd try to do less like spots because these are pretty like spotty, splotchy, but the beauty of tie-dye is you can kind of do whatever you want. I am gonna link the white leggings down below. They're cheap, they're good. If you've heard of Kitty Gaines before on Instagram, Nicky Bicky is their supplier, so these are like the same leggings as Kitty Gaines. So yeah, overall I would deem these a success. All right, so here are the cheaper leggings. They're actually like super, super soft. Would definitely be a good lounge legging. So if you're looking for a tie-dye legging that's maybe not like for the gym entirely, these aren't a bad option. The only thing is that they just didn't absorb a lot of color. You saw I applied almost every single color to this one, including the pink and yellow, and somehow it did not show up. Waistband is also super high on these. The band isn't cutting into me though, and they're definitely not squat proof, so wouldn't be working out in these, but I don't really think that's like the purpose of them. So yeah, I think the Nicky Bicky seamless are the winners here today. Sorry, I literally haven't washed my hair in days. It's been a rough time. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was super fun. I think I might do some more tie-dye just because I had a good time. And I think I can make some adjustments to these to make them like the perfect tie-dye legging. Leave me a comment down below if you're gonna try this or if you have already tried it. I'd love to see how yours turned out. And also leave me a comment down below if I should wait for some white Lululemons and do this to them too. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!